Hey there, everybody. I hope that your Wednesday is going exceptionally well. If not, then whatever you need to do to fix it, do it right now. But anyway, just sitting here preparing to just study and go through some things and was just really just thinking through and reflecting on passion. A couple of things happened today that just really helped me to put passion into perspective. One of the things that I am really beginning to realize more than ever is that I am fueled by passion. If you want to get me to do anything, you have to be passionate about it. It's hard for me in this day and age to follow movements that are about nothing. Hey there, Teresa. Good afternoon. Hello, Cameron. Caleb. I love Caleb. I love you. I love you. I love you. I need to call and check on you. You've been on my mind. So I'm going to call and check on you later today, Caleb, if that's okay. I just called you out. I know. And you never comment, but I see you pop up on here periodically. Anyway, I get a lot of eyes on my high. I love it. But anyway, guys, today I got to, and I'm just going to be honest and transparent because that's all I know how to be. But so over the last few months, I've really struggled in relationships, and I'm talking about from a business standpoint. I love you too, Caleb. I've really struggled from a business perspective in relationships, just because I'm realizing that there are not a lot of people out here in the business world that are passionate about anything. Okay, I take that back. They're passionate about money, but it doesn't equate to a real why. And I struggle with that. And I'm going to be real. I want to make a whole lot of money. I want to be able to pay bills. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to buy things. I want to be able to give more than I do now. I want to be able to do all those things, right? But for me, my passion doesn't come from just making a whole bunch of money. The thing that I am truly passionate about is teaching. I'm very passionate about serving others. I'm very passionate about seeing people grow and develop. And so what I have come to realize over the last couple of years is that when I don't get to do that, I almost die. Parts of me began to die. Parts of me began to just, I lose my fire. I lose my fight. And so what a lot of people, and I need everybody to know that works with me on in any facet to understand, I am fueled by passion, because it's one thing to know a whole lot of content. It's one thing to be able to check off a list because you've perfected the process. It's one thing to be able to deliver something because you have a system to do it, but it's a whole nother thing to do it with passion and fire. And I have to be real honest with you guys. I was beginning to believe that passion no longer truly existed in the business world. And I won't say it didn't exist, but that it didn't exist on a massive scale. I've interacted with so many different business people, and they have just become really good at going through the motions. And so with that being said, so today I had an experience where we had a training on inspiration, on passion, on engagement, on all of these concepts. But one of the things that was very clear to me, there was a young girl that was in the training, and I could feel her energy. I could feel her passion. I could feel her excitement about what she did. I could feel her concern for people. And that to me just woke something up inside of me, sitting across from the CEO of a company and having him be just still as excited as he was 100 years ago or whenever he started the company, still having him say, it's not just about the money. This thing is about the people. It's about the kids. Okay. Having him talk about the why, the real why, the mission that yes, we are going to make money. Yes, we're going to produce results. Yes, yes, yes. But we don't do it at the expense of the people. We don't do it at the expense of the customer. And so today, if I can encourage you, all of you business owners that are out there, you have to define your fire. If you've lost your passion, you have to redefine it. You have to re-identify. You have to reconnect with it. Because at the end of the day, your team is looking to you to fuel their passion. And so while, yes, passion is a responsibility of each and every one of us, it's very important that each and every one of us identify and find and tap into our passion. But guess what? The reality is that most people don't have the capacity to do so. So as a leader, it is your responsibility to ignite that, to be an example, a shining example of that for your team. And as you are an example for that, I watched this young girl in tears as she shared the passion that she has for serving under the leadership of the CEO, because he has the heart, he has a servant's heart. That's passion. When somebody can share their passion with you, transfer their passion to you because of their heart, like that's a whole nother level of living. And so I just want to encourage you guys today, because I have really, really struggled. And so I have a couple of people that when I feel like, okay, y'all, I always say I have my people that I call when I want to step outside of the real world. These are people that when I call them, they are doing such profound things in the world. They are showing up unapologetically. They are living on a whole new wise. These are the people that I call when I feel like my energy is low, when I feel like I don't know how to do this anymore in this real checklist world. I don't know how to do it with, people that are going through the motions. I don't know how to do it with people that don't have passion, that don't have fire. I really get frustrated when people don't have fire, because for me, it means you've given up on life. Because passion is your fuel. And when you no longer have passion, somewhere along the way, you've given up. You stop fighting, because you cannot fight without passion. So I just encourage you, I encourage you, especially if you are in a leadership role, ignite your people. Share your passion with your people, and make sure that your passion is greater than just making a dollar. Make sure your passion is greater than just, going out here and, taking up a whole bunch of land, just occupying space, just checking off a list. Make sure that your passion is tied to something so profound, something that is going to definitely have impact in the world, so that as you meet people, you can inspire them and ignite the passion within them. So with that being said, y'all, I got to get out of here, because I got things to do in this world. I got things to conquer. I got to go share my passion with somebody. And then just remember, y'all, as your soul prospers, so shall you prosper in life and in health. Get your soul right, y'all, and you will see your life line up with that. And so with that being said, I look forward, and I'm sorry, I know I usually do my videos on Friday. There will still be a Friday video that you do not want to miss. Friday at 8:30, call your mama Nim, your cousin Nim, your brother Nim, everybody. You need to make sure that they're on Friday, y'all, because I have something bubbling up on the inside of me. Ooh, y'all, there's a message that I want to share on Friday, that for every person that is tuning in on Friday, I promise you, something in your belly is going to be stirred. You are going to get off of Friday's broadcast super crazy, amped up, passion stirring, understanding that it is game time. Friday, 8:30, be on. And actually, yeah, I'm going to say 8:30, y'all, because sometimes I get in my feelings and I'm a little late and a little behind. But Friday at 8:30, I have a video. No, it's not my video that I have for you. It is definitely something that you want to hear. I think it's an on-time message for all of you that have found yourself in a space to where, and I'm going to be real about it. There were a couple of days. No, there was one day this week. I won't even say a couple, because that's over-exaggerating. There was one day this week that I literally was like over it. Seriously over it. And I was over it for a number of reasons, just because I get really drained when I'm surrounded by people who seemingly don't get it, who seemingly are just going through the motions. It breaks me down, just because there's so much life to live, and there's so much to do in this life, and there's so much to be grateful for. And so it really it pains me to be a part of going through the motions and checking off a list. And so I got one of these days, I got just to the extent of, I'm just like, you know what? I'm over it. I'm done. I don't even know what to do with this. I'm just going to take 2 steps back. But when I did that, I sat down. So one of my things to do when I feel overwhelmed or I feel just drained or I feel like I'm tired and I don't have answers, I study. And the reason I study is because in my studies, I'm always led to the answer that I need. In my study, I'm always drawn to the bit of encouragement that I need, the excitement, the passion, the re-energizing that I need is always in a word somewhere, right? And so as I began to study, I was led to a text in the Bible. And I can't tell y'all all of it because Friday is going to be actually Friday is already so. But when we get there, it's going to blow your freaking mind. And it's going to reignite a fire on the inside of you. It's going to accelerate what you are working on. So every person that has a project that they are working on, every person that has a goal that they are pursuing and they need to see it come to pass, every person that has a career opportunity or position that they are seeking and it hasn't yet shown up the way that you know it was promised to you, you better be on Friday at 8:30. So I'm sorry, I'm rambling y'all because I'm full. And when I get full, I don't know what to do with it, right? All I know how to do when I'm full is either to sit in it or share it. That's all I know how to do when I'm full. And I'm so full and I'm so overflowing with word and excitement and inspiration and motivation. I mean, you name it. I'm full. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm full. And I apologize for those who are overhearing me ramble. You can jump off, whatever. But I am full. I am full and I want to live full every day. And I want to share that fullness with somebody else every day of my life. And so I am really becoming more and more mindful of what being full looks like and the responsibility that I have to maintain that. Y'all can't come drinking up my water and not pour anything back in. You don't get to do that. Because what I am always doing, what I find myself, thank you so much, Timothy and Samantha. Thank you so much, whichever one of you it is. What I am learning is my job and my responsibility every day, however I got to do it, is to stay on full. Because it is so easy for life to try to seemingly swoop in and kick my tail. But you don't get to kick my tail. I had to tell life that the other day. You don't get to kick my tail today. You don't get to. And so even if that means I have to withdraw from the world for 2 seconds and I got to get back up, that's what I have to do. And so every day I am seeking to come full. But with that, there's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of things that I have to do in order to ensure that that stays that way. You know, there are people that I have to stay connected to. I have a friend out in LA that I hadn't talked to her in months, but you know what? I knew that if I could just call her and if she could just share some of her crazy outer worldness with me, like the girl is out of her head. When I tell y'all, the woman dreams on a wise that I can't even fathom. Like the world that she lives in is so crazy that I know that if I call her, she's going to say one thing about one thing that she's doing or one project that she's working on or one experience or tell me one story. And then all I have to say to her is, thank you, girl. I got to go because I got things I got to do out here in this world. And we're done. But I know that she's my person. I know I have another guy who I just met not even too long ago. But when I tell you, he's like a walking quote book. I'll get on the phone with him and he'll say one quote to me. And I'll say, you know what? That was good. You got me. You got me. All right, I got to go. Thank you for that word. I sure needed that today. And I move on. But you got to have your people, that fuel, that put something back in. You got to have those people that refill your glass when it's almost empty. You got to have your tactics that you use in order to keep yourself full. And so I'm recognizing and really become mindful of those in this season. And I'm really just really taking hold of those in this season. And I am staying full. Anything less than that is not an option for me. It's not an option for me because there are too many opportunities for me to go to half or to be close to E. There are too many opportunities for it. So if I walk out of here, out of my home, when I'm traveling, out of my hotel, if I walk out of here on full, the chances that I'll come back on empty are slim to none. And if I do come back on empty, that tells me that guess what? That place that I just left from, I don't need to be there. Or I need to reevaluate how I showed up there and then try it again, showing up differently. But the thing in this season that I am very mindful of is my responsibility in shifting the atmosphere. My responsibility in being present and being a light. My responsibility in keeping myself full so that when I show up in the world, I can impart that into others. So with that, I'm sorry, I'm full. I'm sorry. I apologize to y'all out there, but I'm so full today that it's just overflowing. And I have 1,000 thoughts that I just want to pour out and I need to talk to somebody and share. And I'm traveling, so nobody's here with me. I'm full and I'm trying to project it and I'm trying to process it all and I process out loud. So the only way I knew to do that was to do a video. So I apologize for those of you that are not used to me rambling. But there are just so many thoughts going through my head right now. And so I'm wrapping up again because I get 3 times. Remember, I get 3 times to wrap up. This is my last time and I'm gone. But y'all join me on Friday at 8:30. And I think everybody agreed to call it Fruitful Fridays. I don't even know what we call it. I just get on there and I do it. But join me Friday at 8:30. Tell your mom and them. Tell everybody you know. Because I want us to have real conversations around the subject that I'm going to bring on Friday. Because God has continuously been reminding me of how loved I am. How valued I am. How much power I have in this world, you know, how I get to show up and how I'm required to show up, and anything less than is not a good representation of him. And so with that being said, y'all join me Friday at 8:30. I'm out of here for real this time. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Be good to yourself and be good to somebody else on today. And I'll see y'all on Friday at 8:30 a.m. That is 8:30 a.m. Bye guys.